Okay. Alright. Hello, everybody. Hi there. I'm the Caretographer. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are. I hope you have coffee. Yes. Yes. Fuel your desires with caffeinated bean juice. What's up, Lo? Getting going, just warming the hands up, Doing like little stretchies, little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. You know it? Little toe touches, but with your fingers. You gotta prep the muscle, prepare it. What are you doing, Lo? What are you up to, dude? See, I got my nice digs on today. Again, they're all good. My nice digs. Oh. Alright, let's get in the saddle. Let's move my trash can. It's bumping into my knee. Okay. So, today, we will be continuing our module pack. We are full steam ahead. I'm getting more and more excited the further we go into the project. So, let's get it up. So today, what we're working on is we're just doing the jungle design, the forest design. So there's going to be like a little edge, a tree line with some bushes on either side of this observatory that I have made. I mean, I checked my levels are coming in at like 30 decibels. A little quiet. 20 decibels? $20 decibels. Is it better? Is it good? Okay, alright, okay. I just don't want to be, I mean, I'm touching the yellow. Better and good. So yeah, let's bring the world up and show you what we've been working on. We want to be clear and crisp. Just don't want to be blasting the lobes off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So here we are, and it's grandeur. I've added to the observatory, and I thought, because we're doing this cool little lightning thing. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. You know, yellow isn't green, so, you know, I'm like, is that dangerous? Yes, I love Krispy Kreme, but there's not any really around my area. I also aim for yellow. I don't know if there's a joke in there. I'm just gonna keep moving on. Was it? Yeah. So, anyways, we have this cool little observatory with these. Well, it's hard to tell sometimes. So these should be able to turn them on. There we are. So once this puzzle is solved, I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna do some stuff. Because I want these lightnings to be exactly the way I want them. So I'm gonna have to like either fool around with it, you know, because those keep arcing in. I mean, I guess they would all arc in. If they would all just do one thing, is kind of where I'm at with these lightning arcs. Anyways, I digress. We have the lightning. We have this little cool little simple puzzle square peg square hole puzzle to fix the fuse cabinet. You have to pull the switch. You wait for the next storm of lightning to strike. The building gets filled with da 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 da, filled with electricity, and then are these on? There we go. And then what happens then is all these lights will come on. But and I was thinking maybe either the evening or dawn are both good times for, you know, lights to be seen in a building. Stupid Twitch. I've always never paid attention to that because it's always whatever. Like when I was like really trying to push to affiliate, like I had the calculator. I was doing the math on the days, and I was like, I'm way over average. Like, what's going on? And then like, boom, out of nowhere, I went from 50 followers to 49. You know, it would just do random shit to mess with you. So yeah, you know, just give up on the metrics because it's not what it's about. It's about, you know, interacting and having a, you know, content and creating community, right? So the rest will come. Um, so yeah, so where was I? The lightning. Oh yeah. So dawn. I think dawn. Let's see what dusk. Yeah, dusk is there's more sunlight. There isn't really much sunlight in dawn, and of course not at night. So I was thinking once they solve this puzzle. They activate the lightning rod that's attached to the top of this building, which they'll see walking up to it. Um, and then the next long rest, which leads them into a dawn or an evening. Um, and then, you know, the DM would narrate, oh, upon the hill you see a crack of lightning strike the rod, and electricity surge through the building, and green lights begin pouring, and so you can hear a humming of machinery, right? And then they go back up to the observatory with newfound lightning, and they're like, "Oh, hey, what's going on with these switches that we saw before, but we had no business touching them, right?" So then we begin puzzle 2, which is them. Hey, there we are. Which is them pulling these switches until they figure out how to turn on all the conductors. Once they turn on all the conductors, they activate the telescope. And when they activate the telescope, somebody can get on, sit in the seat, and a telescope will. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just do still maps because the telescope, per our lore, is going to move, change, and pick a position, and it's going to look at a certain constellation, or maybe it'll look at like 3 different constellations. I don't know. But anyways, it moves. You get into it, and they get the information that they need about the island. So it's like a 3-part puzzle. It's a simple one, another one, and then that gives you the clue to the thing. And then we also have a library in here, which we're gonna have like a bunch of information. Yes, Belle. Fuck yeah. That's a buck yeah. That makes me so happy. Da 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 da. Yes. That is precisely the vibe we wanted to run with. That's it. So that makes me happy that you say that. Yeah, so we want like the island has a very eerie vibe to it. It's a deserted island that has ghosts. The family that had been left here. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with the island pertaining to the volcano, and essentially every instance on the map. I don't know if I've showed you this before. Open this. So it's gonna be like a click to play game almost, where like you have all these points that you can go to, as such, and I'll try to do mock-ups that'll mimic what the build looks like. I've done a fairly good job of just kind of rough drafting this, and then the players will be able to say, "Hey, I'm gonna click on the observatory." Boom. Undo that. And then the DM then brings up our observatory map, right? Bada bing. And now they're at the observatory playing observatory stuff. So it's kind of the vibe and the feel we went with. And all these things like around the volcano are going to lead towards the culmination of the island itself, the story of the island itself. So this is just like a basic gist of what's going on here. So as promised, I need to do the woods. I need to get these. Ow. I'll be okay. I'm just gonna rough up this patch a bit. I don't want it to be too wet because I'm using wet dirt over there. A lot of times, if you, I want to fill in that edge, so I'm gonna just like go past it, and then I'll cut back. You'll notice the dirt only goes so far when you have it at like a lower frequency. There we are. But you'll also notice that the grass never does. The grass is always freaking clean and crispy, no matter how light you put it. Just taking my time here, just gonna try and edge this in. A simple path that they'll then build forest up and around. And this is also one of the issues that you normally run into. So I'll show you how we deal with it. It's getting a little thin. I was gonna give myself 2 clicks. Yeah, it's steep. Let me flatten that out for myself first. What's nature animations on? Them Venus flytraps down there freaking blooming and stuff on me. There we go. Yay. There we go. Let's see, zoop. Last final trim. It's fairly even to me. Do. No, you're fine. I appreciate it. Still got this little nub. I hate it. Ah, whatever. Let's see. So this is definitely where we could come in here and use some of our auto features. Is jungle flowers? Yeah, jungle flowers. I'm gonna try and do this like almost like a pasture, like a jungle pasture, very open and breezy. Jungle foliage, and then on the edges we'll get a bit more thick and dense. No, this is the final thing. We always come back and recurate. Yeah, thank you. I definitely like every now and then, and like I was like talking about this. I'm like I don't know what these are for. I don't know why it happened, but I had to put them in. You know, like there wasn't any options. I was like I had to do something cool, right? And I was like, it's a cliff, so it definitely has some vibe to it. I was like, you can always, as a dungeon master, find a reason to do something after, just like put the cool things in, and then find reasons to that those cool things make sense. I think letting this pull up a little bit right there is good. I'm gonna try and leave this open and breezy. I'll put some stuff out there, but I'll hand curate that stuff. Ooh. I always hated the moss brush because, like, look, it's just like there's so many squares of moss. Like, how is that ever gonna actually be functionally useful? Okay. Stormy, what's going on? And jungle trees, like I said, just like build up this edge like such. And I like going really, really thick because I always come back and I recurate, so I'm just gonna take all this out. But I just want to like fill up the space is kind of what I do. Just a couple of them coming around here, and I'll again curate those the way I like them. Leave this open, the landslide. This is hidden. This is open. Too much wind and stuff for anything to really survive. Jungle flowers. Yes, it's a heating pad. Just the heating pad, not a double massager. The bromelia looks really good from way up top here. Yeah, keeps me in the game a bit longer, my dude. Ah! We'll hand curate racks. I was talking with my brother on the phone the other day, and we were both just like like you just like call somebody dude because you call everybody dude, but like it's really not like anything bad. It's just like it means like they're kind of like in, It means like you're like you're. It's like some people like, especially like our parents, they'll sometimes be like, "Yo, like my mom, like don't call me dude." I'm like, but like that means you're in, ma. Like you should respect the dude calling. Just trying to make sure they're not stacked up here. And what I like about this is like if I was to come in here and click all these in, I would it would look very rhythmic. It's really hard to do random iteration like that. So like there would be several patterns you could see like stacking up or like stars, any type of way I try to like pattern it to make it go random. It's like Doesn't work. So this way I can say, hey, I have a random amount of each flower, which is like pretty balanced in my opinion. Um, and then I'll throw in some of these other wonky ones. But then like when for the placement, at least I'm just like repositioning them so they're not cluttered. But then like you look like that looks very random, right? Sporadic. There's no pattern you can really pick out of that. That's something that like literally I don't think humans can do. It's hard. It's so hard to do that. Um, and like you often see like in when I'm doing multiple rooms that like tend to look the same. Do I have collisions off? Oh my god, turn collisions off. Um, it's a struggle to try and make each room look different when they're supposed to be the same. You know, like two office rooms that just have like maybe different desk clutter, right? Like it's difficult. You got to like emulate that in some fashion. So sometimes you just you got to find some weird wonky ways to get ahead. So it's my favorite way to use like the AI tools. Because honestly, in my opinion, you know, like as much as they try to make them useful, like they make ugly maps by themselves. They just have stuff sporadic. It's too much. Nothing, you know, stuff will overlap. Like there's no style to it. So what I always say on my channel is like, you know, they're tools. It's all a tool, right? As an artist, like we have different brushes that all hit the canvas a different way, right? So my hand is a tool in and of itself, placing these assets, but so is using some of these AI brushes. Ah, they're really just like it's like they're just random generators, right? They're like dice rollers. That's kind of how I look at them. I don't like stuff hanging off the map unless it's important. Oh, do we start getting wonky on the flower colors? No, I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't do it. It's too late. No, don't do it. Don't make me do it. It's so much work. No, it's not. Reserve those colors for the Fey Island. I don't want to burn out my assets before I've even arrived. I keyed. Actually, we're getting a crap ton of assets pretty soon. Pretty soon. Soon-ish. Thanks, my dude. I definitely care about the maps I cartog. And I hope you care about my maps too. Unrelated, Invoker 6 is the new wave. Not unrelated. That is definitely the topic. I mean, you should be working, but I mean, do you? Do you? Did you take the day off? Are you lurking, TFTing, and working? Because that's just impressive. I'm not even mad at that point. How is your employer watching my stream? I hope actually that'd be another viewer. For legal reasons, yeah. Yeah, I'm not even mad. How could I be? That's just impressive. So as promised, we're just gonna come through and just like delete most of these trees. I'm gonna try and place. I mean, I guess yeah. Again, unless it's important, making this corner tree is important in my brain. I like that underlaps. So like in these corners, I definitely like to get like a little rigid, like 1, 2, 3, like really fill that corner up, nice, and then I'll get more sporadic and random like as we go out. It's just like you need to make sure that the corners get full, especially with trees, especially palm trees. They're very bushy, so they kind of they're untamed. Like in like especially like here, I don't like overlapping stuff unless it's absolutely necessary. So I'm gonna find a bush. This one's perfect. That just has a nice little 90-degree in it. Just because, I made that railing. I put that railing there. I want you to see that railing. I don't want to hide that railing. I don't like that this is so big. The banana tree can get a bit smaller. Let's do a couple banana trees. A little banana grove. Maybe make this one in the back a little bigger to give some depth. Right? See how that just adds depth that little bit? It looks like the trees are kind of growing into a bigger forest, as they are, and they sure should be. I like to put these like halfway. Any type of bush like that, just so it's like it's covered. Makes it feel like it's in there. Part of the forest, and like already, like bada bing, it's a nice little tree line. It's a little thick. Let's get into the interior here. It's like okay if we can see some of the ground. Yeah, and bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, exactly. Big bada boom. I think that's the space I want. A little space right here, a little space right here. You can see a Venus. I don't like the frequency of this, so we're going to do this. Nice. That's a better 3 cluster. You know what it was? It's because I have a banana cluster here. I don't want to have another cluster like right next to it. And by cluster, I mean like 3 of the same asset, as you see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like it's okay to do that every now and then. Like even like right here, watch what I'll do. Like this always looks really good every now and then. I don't know why, it just does. A little 1, 2, 3. This is what I want over here. Yeah, beautiful bird paradise. I don't like that I can't. That one. You know what? These change color very well, and I think I will give myself maybe some red ones. Yeah, I like the red. I love the birds of paradise always hold color very well. Too many trumpets. There's my edge. Something right here. That's fine. I'm being me. Can't help it. Alright, so cut my path out. I don't know what I want to do about this over here. You know what? Maybe the gazebo goes over here on like the cliff edge or something. 2 entrances. Hmm. Yeah, you know what? So we had thought about putting something into the forest way over yonder down this mudslide and in the imaginary forest that I have over here. Um and we thought about putting like a corpse flower and like having it like call out for to the adventures in some manner. And if I put the gazebo over here as such, it now becomes, as I said, I was like, you put a gazebo somewhere, everyone's like, I want to see what's in the gazebo. I'm going to the gazebo. Can I check the gazebo? Right? That's like 100% guaranteed. Corpse flowers are so much fun, right? So now everybody comes up to this map. They're looking around for clues. Maybe somebody gets bored and they're like, well, you're all doing this stuff. I'm going to go look out the gazebo. They go and they sit out the gazebo. It's a quiet uh, afternoon. The sun is setting off on the horizon of the ocean. You can see several other mountain tops, presumably islands in the chain. Um, and it's quiet other than the breeze, the mist, and the crash of the water on the rocks below you. And then you hear, "Help! Help me! Could somebody help?" From the forest, right? As you're sitting there minding your own. Like you're all by yourself, your friends are in here freaking scouring this mist ass freaking observatory puzzle box. And then you hear that. Yup, literally nope out. Yeah, exactly. We thought it was a great idea. So there's a way I can like incorporate this. Let's think bigger. Let's think bigger. Oh, hey, whoa. Not cool. There we go. And like also I guess like I'm thinking of that scenario in my head. And like if you're on an island that's spooky and you're like Scooby Dooing it, right? And you don't hear anything this entire time except your own party members, right? Nobody talks on this island because there's nobody here. Maybe you've seen some ghosts, but they don't talk. Nothing's verbal here, It's just the birds and the breeze. Um, and then you're all by yourself, and you hear that, right? Like, do you come back and do you tell your party, or do you just like you just say, "Oh yeah, it's nothing at the gazebo, nothing to see here." No, oh yeah, everything's fine out there. It's a beautiful view. Nothing concerning at all. I promise. How far? It's too far. I gotta come back a click. Let's see. But yeah, definitely a character building question, right? For several reasons. You could roleplay that multiple ways. Doo, 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 doo. Looks like we need to get some pillars. How far is this? About yay. Searching alone, you jump down the landslide all by yourself? It's an awfully long drop. He's a brick house, I love it. Alright, so I'm just trying to do like a little custom thingy on the edge here. A little extension of the gazebo. Yeah, these are off. I could feel it. There we go. Let's see. Structural columns. Something that kind of looks good from the top, hopefully. Oh, this matches really well. Just lollipop it on the end here. Hey! It only needs to look good from the top. It only needs to look good from the top. It only needs to look good from the top. Why am I like this? It's like a little like roundabout. And then we can match those. Something like this. And then watch. So this is like something I like to do is like you make a design choice there, like find a way to echo it. I couldn't find a way to echo it over here because that's one long smooth wall, but like I can do it here. Right? This is okay. Now watch how much better that looks now when those aren't the only 4 on the map. Dude. It's the biggest issue of issues. But like I don't know, like sometimes on that kind of, there are some things that make things look really good. So like from my perspective, like if you're looking down at like a bookshelf and you can see inside the bookshelf and there's just like no books in it, right? You're like, Or like if like behind like a counter or a desk, you're just like, it's naked. You can see that very well. But like everything else, it's like, Watch what happens when I hit export. Watch where this goes. You see how close up I am? Now look at how far back you are. You know what I mean? Like, so you could still scroll in. I guess there's times where I've been on like my VTT and I've like zoomed in to like look at the detail on stuff. But I think that's where like I'm a setup for success. Like Dungeon Alchemist is like it's a like these pieces are real, you know, like they have shadow and light and texture. Um, so like in that same regard, like the resolution and the detail of the resolution is super super good when you take a map and you start zooming in on it. So yeah, you see, I mean, you've seen me. I'm constantly freaking doing this, constantly doing this, and like the other thing I have to do in my program, which I assume Low does as well, is constantly doing this and coming in and looking at stuff from the side. You know, getting 360 perspective on stuff. Like me putting these on. Some of them are still. This one's wrong. So I couldn't see that before. You know, like now I can see that. And like that's what I was talking about. You remember like a few weeks ago, I was like, yo, like when you're doing stuff in like a 3D verse, or like doing like 3D modeling or brushing, right? Like something like this. It's fatiguing. You know, your brain has to work to see these 3 dimensions on a 2-dimensional screen in a very unnatural, you know, manner, right? You have to like fantasize it. You have to like imagine it, right? um, it's very much a skill, and it's very much something that is tiring and fatiguing and takes brain power. So this looks very firm now with these pillars. Okay, I want to cut this out. That's why I added this. Oh, oopsies. Get rid of that last bit of water. There we go. No, there's water. Is there water there? Okay, get rid of all this. Smooth it. Sharpen it off a bit. Hit that one more time. Bring this back to 40. Perfect. And then this is like a part of the map that I can just ignore. Like it still extends out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Ricky? I just came out of a designer's rabbit hole where I had to add an entirely new design of columns to my banisters because I wanted to move this gazebo from over here to over here. And then I had to redo the map corner because, you know, there's the landslide here, yada, yada, yada. So, you know, rabbit hole complete. And, you know, I call it a rabbit hole because my job was to do just the bushes and the trees. And then here I am, you know, doing all that. So what's up, Ricky? How's everybody doing in the RPG world? We getting some D&D under our belts? Some Pathfinder, something, I hope. Oh, well, thank you for those kind words. I don't think no banana trees over here, methinks. Yeah, get everything off the hill. Trying to leave some space. Definitely want one of you here. Sneak you in. Pull you out. Yeah. No bananas, we said. Halfway. Big leaves can go wherever. I like that. Bang. One, two, three, little cluster. Hey, nice. Thanks for swinging by. I know it's a bit later for when most people are around watching me, but we're trying to hit all the markets, right? You know, we got late nighters, we got early birders. And well, we're doing quite a bit over here on the Lore Masters Guild. We've been awfully busy, so I'm just excited to be playing some new systems. Oh, that looks really good. This green, how that incorporates very green. I've been playing a lot of new systems. Yeah, gorgeous. Let me just touch this up a bit. So we got Vampire on Thursday night, Vampire the Masquerade 5e. We got Dragonlance, which is D&D, but it's just like an older setting and a different vibe. That's on Monday, and then Sunday, I skipped a day. On Sunday, we do our playtest of the Mercenaries class with the Lore Master themselves. Who we kind of like created the class in tandem. They've done like 80 to 90% of the work on it, but I've been there for a lot of the ride, and we're very excited to start playtesting this with a few of our other friends. Yeah, yeah, I like it's a different story. It's almost like so it's almost like I said, it's like a different world. It has a different feel than when you're playing like 5e, you know, like it's not so modern in that sense, and like the setting of magic is a bit different too. Just trying to get rid of any of these bush, these things where it's grown a bush. I don't want the bushes. I want a naked. So I'm just trying to cut this line in pretty hard. Do a bigger, softer brush like this. Yeah, that looks much better. Let the dirt come in and kind of take the bottom of that. And then we're going to take this mossy thing here, smaller brush. We're going to come back over a line. We have a dirty, mossy line of green. And they're also going to start that into our woods here. There's just adding texture. Adding texture and color. It was already green, but now it's got bright green hues to it. When you add, multiple textures, you add depth. Makes things look a bit more juicy, a bit more meaty. It's good to know. I've been re-switching around all my OBSs and stuff, so I'll have to check in on a few things. Do you know which day you were watching? That could help my snitchiation. Well, it could have been Monday. They could have been Sunday. Do you remember what we were? What I was talking about? The character I was playing? Anything information I could piece it together. I mean, regardless, I'll just like go back and check. Oh, we're in a cave fighting spiders. You know what it was? I think because we had switched to the spiders, I had switched to my web browser, which is not a browser capture that I normally use for streaming. And like I said, is new. I'm doing some new captures, new scenes. So I don't think I added my Discord or my JBL chat to that capture scene yet. So thank you. I'll go check that one out. You know what? I kind of like this better than what I was thinking before, which is like have like some light shrubbing. I'll just let the ground be the shrubbing. You know, I guess that natural shrub in there. And then again, adding depth now, right? So this darkness just changes the tone. Zoom back a little bit. Well, let's add just a little bit more right here. Oh, other way around. Let's try and cut this really safe. Do like this. It almost looks like it's caving in. I think it's a little bit too big. So I'm gonna try and cover it up a bit more. Now that is looking like a cave-in. Nice, thank you. You know, when you zoom back, you kind of really get the feel. I went and made all these rocks really small and tiny as best I could. I think I'm gonna go back. I just did this quick as a placeholder so that I could like get the vibe as I build the map, right? So yeah. So a lot of times I'll do like rough drafts, or I say it's like 80% done, 90% done. That's pretty much what it's gonna look like. I'll touch it up a bit more. So I'm gonna erase around this. I think that's the width that I want to stay with here, so I'm gonna do that. It kind of matches the bubble a little bit, like that as well. Smaller brush. Let's cut this one. There we are. There we are. A little bit better. We were here. Too much. I always like being like with paths and stuff. It's always they look good when they're cut up. You always try to get like a certain aesthetic sometimes, where you want things to look like old and beaten up, but then like you just sacrifice just so many good green flags in your brain when you look at the map. You know, like which is why you'll often hear me like talking like lines. Lines are something that I always try to incorporate. Nice, firm, dark lines if I can, but you know, in some manner. Ooh, this is getting a little thin. Add some more. Yep. So like what I was saying with lines, like this line right here, like this has already been sloped to look to give me like the depth and like all the shading and stuff to look right with the sun and etc. Um, but you know, without this firm defined line here, you would lose that. You know, I'll just show you what it looks like without it. Right? Like it just has so much less value than that. Now you can feel the steepness right here. I want to add some dirt here and round that off. Now that I'm talking about it. There you go. Beautiful. Forested. Oh, we're over here. And then I think we're done with the map after that, yeah. I have to do right here, right here. I've been going for just over an hour now, so I think I'll probably stand up. Give myself a 5-er. Just taking my time. Lots of clicks, lots of clicks. A little bit more right here. And then erase just the tiniest bit right here. Beautiful. Oh, a mind flare today. Nice, nice. I'll hop over after my stream's done, bud. A huge Illithid enthusiast. Can't wait to see what you're cooking up. For power, yes. Most definitely. Give me the power. Oh, nice. It gave me that pushback. So a couple of rocks to spice it up a bit. Where's that? I also get to heat my coffee up. Excited. Can't wait. It's my favorite part about drinking coffee is when it's hot. When they get the hot coffee. Broken. Where are you, broken table? I didn't want to do this before because I didn't have like a good space set up. There you are. I didn't have good space set up for, I was going to do like a couple tables out here out back, right? But I was like, oh, if I do multiple of this table, it's just going to look bad because there's only one variation of the brokenness. But now, with just that one spot here, I don't like it. Something needs to be here. This path would be here. Like this, it would be like this. I think honestly it would probably look better. I just push the forest up. I like the offsettiness of it though. Oh, I'm so close to being done. My brain just needs to fix that. Let me fix this down here. But I can't move on until I fill that void. I need to fill that space. It's imperative. I'm getting good patch too. Good patch in here on my path, so I appreciate that. Something like this. Yeah, like this. Here we go, something like this. Got a grid going. Like so. I kind of like that. It's simple. Yes! Ditch it. I like it. I'm gonna call it 95% done. Because I still need to chop it, screw it, and slap it with the electric puzzle. So this needs to be 2 maps. Oh! It's not 1 map. It's 2 maps. It's 2 maps when they turn on the electricity. Excuse me. I was gonna boot down, give my graphics card a break, give my CPU a break, give myself a break. Everybody get a break. Everybody take a break. Take a break. Take a break. We'll take a break together. Me and you. Team break. Let's see anybody over on Kick. Hey, what's up, Queen Alexia? Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna take a 5, 10, call it a 10. Ooh, it's raining. Good, I got my heat pack on anyways. I'm nice and cozy. All right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. All right. See what's going on. Oh yeah. Sometimes I don't even like drinking my coffee. I just like appreciating it and its warmth and what it brings to me, the joy. It's like, cozy. I'm in a cat mug. I love how this single cat butt is being vectored. The green butt. The green butt. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I gotta do a quick little write up here. I think hey, whoa. When did you get there? We don't want you there. Glad I caught that. Nobody told me that. Nobody said, hey, cartographer. Nobody said that to me. There we are. I can see y'all. Your little jets. Oh, ooh, yes. Gotta stretch after this. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So where were we? This is done. This is done until I have a fresh brain because I've done everything I want to do to it, but now I just need to like see it with new eyes, right? So we're gonna put this away. We're gonna open up our damn challenge. And we are going to first show everybody what's going on. So this is my submission for this week's DAM challenge. A subterranean siege is what I call it. This is a production line of drilling, digging, and excavating, and then replacing that with wood until they meet the castle wall and completely take it. You know, and honestly, from a perspective of fantasy, right? If you had wards to make the rock super strong and like all these like abjuration wards to block off missiles and stuff from the wall, like great, awesome, but like I don't think there's very many spells that would literally keep a wall afloat if it didn't have anything below it. Slash, you know, would they even be prepared for that? Oh yes. Somebody please take a castle down on this map. I see it. I feel it. Let's see. Publish map. Public. Let's see. Um, What's the name for the subterranean siege? Commandos, subterranean siege. Select. Subterranean siege. Squad? Yeah. Team! Only a matter of time until they reach the base of the keep. And breach the castle. Let's see. Play on the senses a little bit. Deep below the surface, the sounds of gears whirring and rock smashing echoes in the tunnel. Lanterns in the glow of magical fuel light the area for the subterranean siege squad. It's only a matter of time until they reach the base of the keep and breach the castle. What do you think? Should I add anything? Good enough for me. Oh, I need to edit that. I gotta add damn challenge siege. Did I just download my own map? Crap. No, don't launch it. Just open Steam. Dang it. I don't even know how to computer anymore. What is a computer? Let's see. Edit title and description. I hope y'all can see what I'm doing right now. Yeah, you can. Cool. Back to my item. Should have been doing this before, which is like just upload this so if people can, if they see it, they can just grab the exported battle map. Well, they got exported themselves. Near mine then. Share. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's go to our office as we finish up these last little bits here. And we're in. Super excited. All right. We're in. Let's post this on all my other channels. Yeah. Let's see. That's weird. Let's see. There's my tag for that. Just trying to slap this map up a couple different spots. Ah! Double link tag. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Okay. Okay. So what do I have to work on today?
Which we remember from the previous videos we showed the different system states, and this is where it's important to stay with us, chat, and we're breaking into segments. So we have an exploited system now. Now, what do we do in exploited? So what can we do?
Ah, you're hearing things from multiple sides? Yeah. I guess I'm here. I might as well just edit this. Just add the E so I don't look like a jibber jab. Okay. Let's find something to map. Got a little bit of time left on the docket. We're waiting for fresh eyes. We have. Oh, we could do the forest in the. Yeah, and the corpse flower. Yeah. Maybe let's try that. I think I need to make a new map. I can try on my blanket map, but the thing is about the blanket map is I don't have any cool terrain types as far as I could do pools of blood, but I want to go to. I'm gonna check. This is a 40 by 40, I believe, is what I said. Hey, what's a big map? That's not too big. 40 by 40. Buy a new 40. 40. Skeletal plains. Yeah, skeletal plains. Flat, because I just like everything flat. No weather, no veg. Room, low. Because I like everything flat. Just give me a canvas, yo. We're going to make it look good. We're going to see what we got in here. Fingers crossed. We have some sand. Is this like some mud? Almost. This is what I wanted. That stuff, and then maybe some patches. A bone dropped in it, and I can put some bones on top of it, you know. So I think this is like I gotta do this because I need to commit because I need this map to be all about the corpse flower. This needs to be so. And I think what I'll do is I'll do a good job. I'm gonna first start by clearing my main canvas and get a fresh canvas. And hello, hi, how you doing? To everybody who just joined. Oh, first we want to do this. Erase these everything. On a blank. So now that I'm blank, I'm gonna go and I'm going to add some water, some muddy water. It's gonna be like a swamp, marsh, bog type feel. And what I'm doing with that is just buying myself some real estate. So I know that I don't have as much mud and grass as I would normally have. Because I'm in this different type of biome. But I'm gonna, just deal with it. And like a lot of times I just like to like scatter, and just do my best to be random. Drag the brush, run into it again, and then we gotta think about map placement. They're all swooping in from down here. I guess not really. I mean, they would be approaching from this direction. So 1, 2. Let's say two open paths. And maybe you can add some detail or something like that to that. Look a little bigger, get some bigger patches. And so what this does, like I said, buys me some real estate. It's less area that I have to cover with trees, less area I have to decorate with swamp and mud because I have limited ability to use those things. I don't want to do that there. Do it up here. And then we're going to start with a circle. And we're just going to like, ooh, that looks good. In there. Ah, snap. we'll start with a circle, as I said. Instead of, I got excited and I dabbled in there too much. This is where our flower is going to sit. Let's see. So this is kind of what we're using for mud, almost. So I'm going to try and follow all these. We'll fill this in. I'm hoping, my hope is that with a whole bunch of jungle trees and foliage over the top of this, it'll look halfway decent. It'll be almost like a boggy beach. Swampy boggy beach. And you know, I also don't know. So like this might not look the way I want it to look. Dun 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 dun. ST subterranean. Subterranean what? Super team? Yeah, subterranean super team. I like that. Okay. I'll put this at the interior of any big patch. Let's see if I can get fancy and just get the insides of these so it makes it look like it's almost like bloody tainted, but not all the way bloody. It's just the water that's had some blood and stuff leak into it. That's okay, a little mistake there. Just because that one's close. Same thing with this one. There we go. That's what I want. There's some shading, some fading. Oh, yes. Here we are. Remember, we're making a battle map. So what that means is we need to have things like cover, we need to have shape. It needs to be able to be used as a battle map, right? Right. So I always take time to be like, hey, what are like a couple features that I can add to a map that will make it more battle map-esque, right? So in this case, I'm adding like bunkers almost of bunkers of bones, piles of bones. Okay, smoothie brush. Perfect. Perfect. See when it kind of like turns back to white? It's like very clear, it turns back to white. That's what I like it. And like already it's like I've done a couple things, and what's important here is like how you go about coloring texturizing, right? So you do everything you want underneath, and then you can see that it does a very good job of kind of like just sneaking it in underneath my bones, you know? So I did this the other way around, it'd be a pain in the butt. But you know, we've been around the Dungeon Alchemist Black. Let's see what else we got. Even is this? Rock. More rock. Black bones? Oh, maybe some random patches of black. There we go. Now it just like sits underneath it now. Almost like it's rotting the forest. I like that. Lots of color going on. Lots of color. It's like taking some of the shape off of. Oh, that one looks like a guitar. And I'll do some supporting stuff. And so what I'm doing in here is just leaving a couple entrances. You can see here, I want this to be in. You can walk through here, out, out, 1, 2, 3. I even get rid of that so you can get rid of that too. So as I'm talking about like battle map, right? So I want my player to be like, hey, we're fighting this thing over here. Maybe I could drop down here, come up and take cover in these bushes and shoot across while my tank holds this spot here. Maybe they want to come over the top and be a bit closer to support with some abilities and like have another point of focus here. Maybe they want to take both sides. Maybe they want to surround them so now I can take a path, come around all around the other side here. I might put like a log here that they can run across, which is a good idea. Give them stuff to do, places to go. Make the map more than just a piece of art. It needs to have function. So let's see. Oh, I was adding little baby mud features. So I'll say not an entrance here. Not an entrance here. An entrance here. Also not here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Nothing over here. These would all be connected in some fashion. They're far too close. There we are. Let's say one entrance up here. Hey, what's up, Gabby? How you been? Things are going pretty good over here. I'm starting to get ahead of speed going, which is good. Really getting my map career is taking off, and been starting to apply to a few jobs. Yeah, much better. Any place that kind of looks like too choppy, kind of hit it with one. There we are. Hit one there. Boom. Hit it with a smoothie and it looks great. Let's see. I guess this could be like dried mud. Jungle trees. Density down. You know, so it's like you cover up a lot of that sand and stuff, and again, as always, I go back and I I curate. So leave my little gap here. I'll go and make my gap here. As such. Make my gap here. 1, 2. I mean, file size is cheap, right? You can put that on a flash drive and still have room left over. Don't get rid of it. You don't have to. Okay, so now we're starting to see the shape of the map, hey? I'm gonna circle around. Cover, straight 2, straight 2, straight 2. So depending on how they get to the area, the DM has multiple ways to address it. They just do that and give the party the option to do whatever they want. That looks good. This looks good. This looks good. I think this is a keeper. And our corpse flower. Let's add some shape to this, I think. Blood. Oh no, don't want to do that. Make it, everything inside here be blood swamp. Difficult blood terrain. And we're gonna fill it with burns. Burns. Let's see what happens when you hit it with a smoothie. Oh, this just looks better. I think that's fine. Leave that as some solid ground. It's all difficult anyways, and And now what I wanted to do is kind of pump this out a little bit and fade it so the Venus flytrap looked like it was centered better. It's all a means to save my butt. Let's see here. Boons. Ooh, yes, a rib cage. I think there's a bone brush. Yup. I mean, I think for the dramatics, we just do a lot of bones and just say this thing's been here for millennia. I'll I'll have to see. I'll send a picture. I'll send a picture. Right? And like, how long did that take me? Like, this is like quote unquote. If you're a dungeon master, right? That's done. That's done. I love this program. It's so good. What did Dag say the other day on the Discord channel? Dude was like, yeah, so this program was built for dungeon masters to have a fast, easy, effective way to make maps for their sessions on, every week, which it does that very well, as we've seen. But then everybody took it and just decided to spend hours and hours and hours on it, going way deeper, adding layers and layers and layers, and that's where we've arrived. So, I wanted to send this to my buddy, to my buddy. But he just said, okay, let's see what they've been cooking up to. I always love when our crazy brains meet at the center. I can't wait to come back on this map too. I'm gonna give this one a fresh brain reset. I want to get out of my interview clothes and relax, get some food, get some real food in me. Nice, beautiful. And I believe we're going to be sending a raid over to our good friend Lo, who said they're going to be 3D arting a Mind Flayer today. There we are. Let's see, what day is it today? Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow we will be streaming our Vampire the Masquerade. Very excited, very excited. We're getting into some more adult vampire type stuff. So like we get to do big boy tasks. We're gonna go kill a high powerful vampire by the name of Dante. So come check it out. See what's up. It's a little bit different than D&D. It's a little bit more narrative. Definitely a bit more graphic. So 18 plus on audience. So yeah. But if not, you can catch me on my regular streams in the afternoons, and of course Sunday night we'll be playing our mercenaries regular D&D, which is good, wholesome fun for everybody. So take care, everybody. Thanks for having me by, and we'll have more maps for you soon. Let's go check out Low as we all head on over to our other lore master. Bye.